It's the fact that I developed a speech impediment at an early age, and that I never let it hold me back. It's the fact that my elementary and middle schools used to always put me in tutoring programs like I was stupid or something. It's the fact that I lost my father at a young age and had to learn how to be a man by myself. But that not stopping me from having 2 successful businesses, an LLC, and I'm still doing my thing. These are all my reasons why. It's to prove people wrong who think that because of whatever, that I can't do it. I'm gonna show you that I'm swinging. I'm swinging. I'm swinging. You can't bring me down, no matter what. That's my spirit. And anyone who's here for it is here to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Welcome, Believe Nation, and all viewers, back to episode 2 of Wukong's World Built to Serve Challenge Homework, discussing my why. You know, I was bullied as a kid. You know, I had friends and everything, but back when I was about 6, I was playing with a tennis ball in the apartment that I lived in, which was in the projects, by the way. And we had roaches. They're about the size of shotgun shells. There were some big MFs. But anyway, I was playing with a tennis ball, you know, playing catch, you know. I was always an energetic kid who used to like to jump down flights of steps and things like that. I was just nuts. Had a lot of energy. But I threw the ball out too far from where I was standing. I went to dive for it. And I caught it. But I also caught a boom to my chin on the ground, which was made from, I don't know, it was super hard to tell you that. I don't think anything that hit that ground would survive. But anyway, my chin was through. It was busted to the white meat, as my mom said. That because she freaked out when she saw my chin. Like I had hit my chin and like my jaw, everything was numb and it just felt cold. And I got up and I looked at her and she just screamed. She like had the everything was hanging out and it was really bad. She said she could see the white meat. And this happened around like 10 at night. Because back then, as a kid, I would always stay up pretty late too. You know what I'm saying? So we had to go to the emergency room nice and late, which was really nice. For some reason, it was crowded. I remember my dad breaking up hot dogs and like, you know, giving it to me to like try and eat it. I couldn't chew. Like it hurt to chew. I couldn't move anything, and they had to hold like a makeshift, you know, ghetto bandage on my chin while we were waiting for me to be seen. And so I finally got in and they gave me about 15 stitches. The nurse was really mean. I'm making this kind of a long story short. The nurse, I was crying as they were stitching my chin because they had to do about 15 or 16 stitches. And the nurse was like telling me to like stop crying and was like, boys don't cry, and like was just like not a nice person. And like, yeah, that didn't help the experience. But anyway, I remember the doctor telling me that the scar on my chin is gonna be visible until I grow a beard. And I've got my beard, and you can't really see my scar, but I feel like the hair grows weird. It's like around here, I'm pretty sure. It's somewhere under there. I'm not shaving. Not anytime soon. But after I hit my chin and busted it open, got it stitched up, that along with some other, you know, traumatic experiences in my life, you know, some disharmony within the household, caused me to develop a speech impediment where I would stutter, basically. And it was really bad. It was so bad, teachers would, eventually when it came time to like read books and stuff like that, and you know how they'll have one kid read for a little bit, then they'll have another kid read for a little bit, then they'll have another kid. Like, they just stopped calling on me, like, to, read and stuff. Like, in middle school, like when I switched schools from my elementary school to middle school, that was like, I'm gonna say that was like the second time that I got like laughed at, bro. Like, I was giving a speech that I had written about capoeira, which I was doing at the time. Capoeira is awesome. It's an Afro-Brazilian martial art. And to even say that back then, Afro-Brazilian martial art, I stuttered all over it. I was fucking stuttering up and down the walls reading this fucking speech and watching the kids fucking smirk and laugh and shit like that. I also played Pop Warner football. And yeah, kids used to tease me about fucking stuttering. But I went to a speech therapist in 6th grade. My speech therapist was awesome. Her name was Seton Lindsay. I hope she's doing well. I have no idea, about her. I tried to look her up and can't find her. But she, she was a great person. She took me out for ice cream on our last meeting. And that really helped my speech. But then my speech got worse after the passing of my father. My father passed away when I was about 10 years, no, yeah, it was the summer that I turned 10, June 13th, and that sucked. To me, my father was Superman. He really made me feel safe. He was the strongest dude I ever knew. He could take one of those walnuts that like you need to like use a nutcracker on, and he could crack it like this. Like, he used to step on like my controllers by accident, or like any of my toys by accident, and like it would break because like his feet, he grew up in Jamaica. He was from Kingston, St. Catherine, Jamaica, Spanish town, and his feet were like concrete. Like, the bare palms of his feet was like the underside of some Timberland boots. So he was, he was just the strongest dude I ever knew. And he played football, and he instilled in me a lot of strength characteristics and athleticism, and also a lot of gentlemanly things like holding doors for people and stuff like that. I learned a lot from him. He was like, one of my first best friends. Like, like we had, we spent a lot of time together. We would go out. He would take me to the park, and he would just put me on game. He would just talk to me like I was just another dude, and like just be real honest with me and just tell me stuff. He told me that he was gonna die, and I told him to shut up. I was like, stop saying that. But he knew before he passed. He passed of a heart attack and extremely high blood pressure. And so with the passing of my father, and there's something deeper with that, which I want to get into another video, or maybe, and so the death of my father, being, a kid who stutters, got to mention I also got fat, like in 4th grade, like right at the start of 4th grade, right before my father passed. I was eating a lot of Lunchables, and I had a friend, my best friend in pre-K and kindergarten, Henri Jean-Claude. He told me, if you keep eating Lunchables, you're gonna get fat, because he loved them too. And I said, whatever, man. Lo and behold, he was right. Come 4th grade, I was fat. It was no longer like one of the 2 fastest kids in the class. It was me and Henri were the fastest kids in class, the best athletes in class. By 4th grade, I was the fattest kid in class. Trash. Destroyed my confidence. Lost my father. Couldn't speak fluently, right? All these fucking issues, right? Fat, stutter, lost my father. Had to grow up quick from that point on. I had to figure out how to be a man on my own. You know what I mean? Granted, I'm very thankful for the guidance of my mother and my nana, who pitched in a lot. during those times in raising me and making sure that, you know, I had a good future. But yeah, besides for being bullied when I was young, you know, for my speech impediment, besides for being fat and being bullied for that too, people telling me, shit, I had a kid who was fatter than me. You know, he weighed more than me, but my man titties were bigger than his. So he used to tease me about those. That made me so mad that I went and joined the wrestling team and I lost all that weight. I got ripped. By high school, I was ripped. Besides for that though, besides for me losing my father and having to learn how to become a man on my own and having no one but God and, you know, the other authorities in my life to look up to for guidance and finding my own way with my own intuition. You know, shoot, I've been through heartbreak. I had a woman of 3 years that we used to talk about having kids and all types of future plans, being married and everything. And I talked about it, told people about it. Yeah, I'm gonna marry her. Told them all this stuff. Shoot, just recently, last year, though I'm still feeling the pain of it, she left me, doubted me, thinking that I'm not the one, doubted me, thinking that I can't be the provider for her, that I can't push her, that I'm just not the one to think that of me, that I just ain't it after all that we've been through. Okay, that pain to not be seen as the one anymore, to be abandoned, to be doubted, all of these reasons to have these upsets, to be forced to drop out of college because they took my financial aid and not being able to rectify the situation, but to just have to eat that L, to spend years working menial jobs, trying to find my way, to sustain a back injury that had me unable to do my passion anymore, which was mixed martial arts. That it had me thinking about my father who walked with a cane because he hurt his back playing sports, and seeing the impact that it had on him, because I lost my father the way that I lost him, to a heart attack. It was an issue with his health that drove me to want to become a healthy person that lives to see my grandchildren, that lives to be able to play with my grandchildren and be able to do cartwheels and, wrestle around and be a fun grandparent with my grandchildren. That's the drive that losing my father instilled in me or put in me. It's the fact that I developed a speech impediment at an early age, and that I never let it hold me back. It's the fact that my elementary and middle schools used to always put me in tutoring programs like I was stupid or something. It's the fact that I lost my father at a young age and had to learn how to be a man by myself. It's the fact that I never got any recognition in school and was kind of mainly a B and C student, despite teachers always telling me I'm smart. It's the fact that I had my financial aid taken from me and my motherfucking college dropout. But that not stopping me from having 2 successful businesses, an LLC, and I'm still doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? These are all my reasons why. It's to prove people wrong who think that because of whatever that I can't do it. I'm gonna show you that I'm swinging. They think I dropped out, but I'm standing up, motherfucker. I'm standing up and I'm swinging. You can't bring me down, no matter what. That's my spirit. And anyone who's here for it is here to hear it. You know what I'm saying? To get their spirit lit up too. To have that fight in you. Because that's the essence of swing too. Because life's a fight. You may get knocked down, but you can't stay there. You gotta get up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why I felt like that was weak. But you feel me though? My reason why is because throughout my life, people have kind of put me in boxes, and I've always had to kind of be second place, second player, never getting any recognition, and kind of holding myself back at the same time. And it's no more for that. I am no longer in that place anymore. I am completely empowered and activated. And I've got friends that I talk to that I see them in the same place. I want to help my friends. I can't talk to them every day. My friends are scattered all around the world. I don't really have any friends around me. I be by myself a lot. So my reason why is to be that person there to be there for my friends, and to also extend my friendship further out to anyone who feels me and resonates with me, and also, you know what I mean, is here for it, right? I'm here for the people who are here for it, which is what's it? That good word, that inspiration to swing for it, to be yourself, to be authentic, to give that healing, because I'm a Reiki master healer, to spread that message of healing. These are my reasons why. I've gone through a lot of shit. I've gone through a lot of dirt. Or I've gone through a lot of hurt. That's what I meant to say. I've gone through a lot of hurt. But I've been dragged through the mud. I've been took them losses. You know what I mean? Having to lie to my friends, telling them I graduated from college, telling girls I'm dating that I graduated from college, telling employers that I graduated from college, fucking fronting. You know what I mean? Because I don't want that to define me, and it can't. I'm highly educated. I'm 7 times certified. I have 2 businesses. I'm successful. I'm healthy and in shape. I'm young and attractive. I'm smart. I'm powerful. I've got drive. I've got vision. I've got goals. I'm a successful person. Success is the striving towards a worthy goal or achievement, a worthwhile cause. Success is the striving towards a worthwhile cause. And that's all that I'm all about. And that's all that anyone who shows up to Wukong's world to hear me talk, that's what you're about as well. You know what I mean? And of course, we like to have fun too, because that's also the essence of swing. Swing, baby, swing. It's got 2 eyes in it. You know what I mean? We riding that high. We having fun when we swing. We're not swinging with contempt or any holding back type energy, or trying to get it perfect type energy, which I suffer from perfectionism. But that's the whole thing about it. Just swing, baby. Put some soul into it. Put some funk on it. Put some stank on it. Who cares? Just do it. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. That's the whole swing. Bing, bing, bada, bing. Hey. You know what I mean? So, shoot. So if this message was of value to you, then show some love. You know what I mean? Check out Wukong's world. Take care of yourself. Love yourself. Swing for the things that you want to bring into your cha-ching. Whatever. But shoot, do you. Have fun. Live your life. And make it your best. And if you're gonna live on purpose. If you're gonna do something, do it on purpose. And with purpose. And with drive. And that's my why.